guys. Today I would want to talk to you all about prepping for illness. We all get sick from time to time, and at that time when we're feeling bad or our kids are sick, our husband's sick, I would have to make a run to town real quick to get the medicine and things that we need to make that sick person more comfortable, to relieve their symptoms. But the past several years, I've tried to stay prepared. As part of my prepping pantry, I try to plan for illness. And that came in very handy for me this past weekend because I got sick. I had severe stomach virus that hit me all of a sudden, and my symptoms were just terrible. And I was so glad. I didn't think about it at the time, of course, because I was so sick. But later, as I've been recovering, I've thought back to that, and I thought, I'm so thankful I had things that we needed already here at home, so my husband didn't have to run out to town and gather things to help me. We had everything we needed right here at home, and I thought I want to share that with you all and encourage everyone to when you're thinking about prepping, there's more to prepping than just stocking up on food and things like that. We also need to think about illness, because this is the end of August. No, this is the beginning of September already. Wow, that month went fast. But we need to think about, the weather's going to start being cool in my area. We'll be getting cooler weather this fall, and colds. Flu season will be back upon us. COVID is still going strong in my area. It seems like winter time just brings about more illness. I think because we can't get outside in the fresh air as much as we do in the summertime. So that's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to share with you just a few things. This is not everything that I have in my pantry for illness, but I wanted to try to maybe give you all some ideas for some things that might help you to go ahead and, when you're at the store, pick up one or two of these items, and that would help you when you or a family member becomes ill. Then you can just go to your pantry and have everything right there that you need to help them to feel better soon. Saturday, when I got sick, my first symptom really was I just started throwing up violently. And my husband, with his medical condition, he cannot throw up, because when he throws up, he has to go to the hospital. And so when anyone is sick, we immediately go to our Clorox wipes. We wipe sink handles, toilet seat, toilet handle, the flushing handle. If you go in the bathroom and just think about everything you touch while you're in the restroom, make sure that you wipe it down with a Clorox wipe. And then we spray Lysol. I go through so much Lysol, just keeping my house germ-free, trying my best to, especially when someone is sick. I keep my laundry done at that particular time. We got all of the laundry through, and took care of that as well. Then my husband set out on the table a container of Germ Buster hand sanitizer, so that just as we walk through, we would sanitize our hands quite often. He's a believer in the hands sanitizing. He says if you keep your hands washed and clean and don't touch your face, that is the biggest deterrent to spreading illness, is just clean hands and don't touch your face. So I have several of these in our pantry that are available just to sit out when someone's sick. Everyone just keeps your hands clean and then don't touch your face. I also have a good, dependable thermometer. I think I paid $40 for this, because for a time I had trouble keeping a thermometer, and it was just like, I would buy the little ones at Walmart and the batteries would be dead when I needed it, or I couldn't find it, or things like that. And when you need a thermometer, you need a thermometer. And so it's good to have one that you can depend on and have it ready for use when you need to use it. I also keep Tylenol and ibuprofen in our pantry. The Tylenol is a good fever reducer and pain reliever. The ibuprofen is good also for fever reducer, but it's good for inflammation, like for aches and pains. You don't take them together, of course. You need to, if you sometimes when one of my children, he would have a high fever that wouldn't come down, the doctor would have me alternate Tylenol, and in 3 hours have a dose of ibuprofen, 3 hours Tylenol, like that until the fever came down, and that worked well for that. So also for my intestinal yuck that I had, I keep Gatorade. I keep lots of Gatorade because I've already used some of this, as you can see. That's the first thing my husband did, is he went and he fixed me a Gatorade to replenish the electrolytes that we knew I was losing because I was throwing up a lot. So you need to replenish electrolytes, or other things will start feeling sick if you get your electrolytes off balance. So I keep Gatorade in the closet. Another thing, while I was sick, years ago, my doctor had told me about the brat diet. When someone has an intestinal issues, throwing up, diarrhea, just don't feel like eating. Number one, it's okay to not eat when you're sick like that. Your body just needs to heal and rest. So fluids are the most important thing. But when you do begin to get hungry and your stomach is still not quite settled, the brat diet would be bananas for the potassium, rice, applesauce, and toast. So my husband, well, this was like probably day 2 or 3, I can't remember, but he fixed me just a piece of dry toast. And when that stayed down, then I had some applesauce, and we just kind of very gradually worked to other things. I also keep plenty of soup in the pantry, and crackers, just saltine crackers. They're dry, and they can help settle your stomach. I was trying to think. For my illness, I think that was my main thing. And now, even in my recovery, I just don't feel good. I'm so tired and I'm weak. So the first night, I had some of my meals. I've already showed you some of these. I know I have in another video, but I fixed the chicken stuffing casserole that I shared. I don't remember which video I shared it, but you just prepare a box of stuffing mix, and I drained the water, and I added the canned chicken and a can of cream of mushroom soup. And when you fix your stuffing mix, you prepare it according to package directions. Then I added my chicken and my soup and stirred that up and put it in a baking dish and baked it for about 20-25 minutes. And we had that with, I opened a can of green beans. And that made a very easy meal, and it was good on my stomach as well. It was easy on my stomach. It tasted really good. The video that I shared this meal, I had a comment from a subscriber, and she said that she makes this as well, but she will drain her chicken into a measuring cup, and she saves the juice from her canned chicken, and that's the liquid that she uses in her chicken and stuffing mix, and that makes them more flavorful because it's like chicken broth, so that would give it more flavor. And I'm going to use that idea the next time I make this meal. We literally had spaghetti and toast one night for supper too, while I was recovering and not feeling well. So along with having the proper disinfectants with the Lysol spray and the Clorox and keeping your hands sanitized, and the things you need while you're ill, it's also a good plan to have easy meals on hand for when you don't feel like cooking. So someone else can either cook, or you can cook those really easy things. Something else that I actually have, I got these at the hospital. They sent them home with my husband one time from the emergency room, and we didn't use it, so I kept it. It's called an Emmy bag, so you have something to throw up in if you're not near a toilet. Those, I didn't need one at this time, but I keep those on hand. I keep like the rubber gloves, examining gloves. Okay, though, let's shift our focus from my stomach virus to the coming weather, which is going to bring about probably some colds. I have a supply of Kleenex on hand, and I showed this in one of my prepping hauls that no one is sick, but the season is coming near, and so I wanted to show that again. I stock up on Kleenex for the runny noses, cough drops, again, Tylenol and ibuprofen. Also, let me flip the camera and I will show you my first aid kit, my medical supplies. Okay, I'm back again, and this is why I bought this at Walmart. Actually, it's two. There's two of these sets of drawers, if you can see, and I just keep them stacked. And this is where I keep some of my medical supplies, just to have them all in one place. This goes along with our preparing for the COVID virus. I was told to get Mucinex to help break up mucus. So I have a few of those. Here's the examination gloves I was telling you all about. My top drawer, I think, is just miscellaneous things. Just some of them might not even have to do with. I'm sorry, I'm having trouble holding the camera and doing this. Okay, I do have Benadryl, Gold Bond powder, some shampoo. I think I keep safety pins in here, saline spray, nasal spray, a pill container that I've never used, and then tea tree oil because it is a natural antibiotic. And then in the second drawer down, I have some masks, safety pins, cotton balls and Q-tips, another Emmy bag, a pill cutter, and Burt's Bees bug relief. Like if you get bitten by a mosquito or a spider, it will soothe that sore place. I have Theraflu for flu season. Imitral, that's anti-nausea. That would be hopefully to help my husband keep from throwing up. And there's more Mucinex. I use the Equate brand also. An anti-diarrheal and a sinus relief pill. This is all full of skin care, triple antibiotic creams, burn relief gel for sunburns, things like that are in that drawer. And this has cough syrup, which would be for a cold or for COVID. VapoRub is good. This is for my dry eye. Sorry, I probably didn't even have the camera on the drawer where you could see. Some extra toothpaste. Just things in my mind, extra toothbrushes, because you should know that if you're sick with something, throw your toothbrush away and get you a fresh toothbrush so you don't continue to spread those germs. These are just bandages, various bandages that I have. That's a pretty general, not complete kind of first aid kit, but it's things that I came to mind that we might need. And on my shelves, I also have cotton balls and gauze and tape, medical tape, things like that we also might need. I have more things back there on the shelves. I just wanted you to see the basic idea of prepping for illness or discomfort. Different things. If you have small children, you will want Pedialyte in your stockpile. Children's things to ease their discomfort. If you have elderly people in your care, you're going to need things that they would need in case of an illness as well. So you need to assess your family, the people that you prepare for. Write that down in your prepping notebook that I suggested that you start with. Start with a notebook, and one page should be prepping for illness. And you know your family's medical history and the things that your family is vulnerable to. And write that down and start prepping for that so that when it comes, if that time comes, you'll be prepared and you'll be ready. And that makes the situation less scary, and it's easier to remain calm and just take care of the person who's not feeling well. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel and hit that like button. Leave me a comment below. I've really been enjoying the comments I've been receiving. It's nice to hear from you all. Thanks again.